Let's talk about the relationship Anthony Lynn's going to have with his new staff members because he's got Gus Bradley. He has joined Anthony Lynn with the Chargers as the DC. And, of course, is the former Jaguars head coach. Does he fix this defense? Has that been what ails old San Diego and now new LA Chargers?
Can't say that, Dave, because when you look at Gus Bradley, he's been known to be a 4-3 defensive-minded coach. And as long as I can remember, the Chargers' defense has been the 3-4 defense with 3-4 personnel.
Yep.
Now, I think Joey Bosa could be a guy that could benefit from the change via scheme, but the other players, the other 10 players in this defense, you know, they have been accustomed to a 3-4, and that's how they have drafted players and made personnel changes.
So you go from the 3-4 to the 4-3, which is what we're assuming Gus Bradley's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
That means Joey Bosa's got to get those fingers dirty and get that hand down on the ground.
Well, he had his hand down on the ground this past year, but from the standpoint of being a 3 technique to a 5 technique, that's more so playing in what he did at Ohio State. I don't think it will affect his job. I think more so it's about the other guys around him, because we know he's a very, very athletic guy. But the last few years, their defense, you saw in the graphic, they haven't been pretty good. So I can see where a change is needed.
If you're one of those other 10 guys that you mentioned, not named Joey Bosa, and you see this change coming, how hard is it for you as a corner, as a safety, as an outside? Obviously, the front 7, it seems like it's always affected even more.
Mm-hmm.
But it does affect those back 4 guys, too, the way that you cover and the way that you defend from 4-3s and 3-4s.
You know, it depends on the type of scheme and what he wants to make their identity. You look at how the Seattle Seahawks did what they did when Gus Bradley was there. You know, they had quality personnel.
They went from the
players.
back, right, to the front.
But the thing is, too, he tried to run the similar philosophy in Jacksonville. It didn't work. So it's all about the personnel, too. If you got the personnel, you can have a lot of success. It can be with any philosophy.
Oh, you mean the Jaguars didn't have like Earl Thomas's and Richard Sherman's
Yeah,
and
Cliff
Cam Chancellor's
Avrils of the world.
those guys. It makes
Bennett.
a big difference in your scheme.
No question.